taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Ravens will take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And Walker has it. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
23 yards. And the Raven first down.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now second and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Getting bad, but somebody got to do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody got to do it. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4.
This second and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Throwing is Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Now Lamar changing the play.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Jackson. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yellow. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Yellow. There's a water, right? 43. Yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Hey, middle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking deep downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 15.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
First down.
And running with power here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alpha, right? What that is? Nice hot. Go ahead.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
180. Come on. 180. Face up.
Back to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after here coming up. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. 46. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Attack, attack!
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
43! 43! 15!
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Yellow! Hey, 43! 180! 50! Yellow! Watch out!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second and 7.
Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll run on 1st down. Kenny. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit up! Sit up! 180! Finish it up!
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Wanna quit.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Sit hot. 180.
A give here to Mitchell. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
180.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chiefs, 14.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And just shouting him off there. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
An 11-yard loss.
Now they'll shift things around.
3rd down.
Hey, 57, 57. Right side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 70 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
43! 43! Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop?
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Mahomes going to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Marvin Mims,
a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
33. Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Don't worry.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side